Are you ready? Are you ready to discover truth? Are you ready to be strong enough to discover your own truth? See, because that's the only place truth really resides, everybody. It's not out there. It's here. Here. Not so much up here. This is a liar. Okay, focus in your midsection in your heart. That's where you're going to find your truth. It's not out there. What's out there in the real world, that's so we call it. There's some truth out there. There are some people spreading truth if you dig deep enough to find them. But most of what you're going to find are lies. People taking advantage of other people. People taking advantage of what people want to believe. Rather than somebody like myself who's just going to spit it out at you regardless of whether I think you're going to like it or not. Anybody that's had a reading with me knows that to be the truth. So over the course of the next 7 months, I'm going to have a little bit of a different approach. The entire approach is going to be teaching you how to become strong spiritually and physically so that you can discover your own truth. So that you can have the connection to spirit rather than having to look elsewhere to get that connection. The videos are going to be starting next week, a few times a week on YouTube. I will have the basics out. But if you want the down and dirty, if you want to do the hard work, that's going to be on Patreon. I highly recommend for anybody who has not joined up over there. It's absolutely going to be worth the $3 a month. Many of you might have been expecting some different results today. That's understandable. I've already seen a lot of people that are pissed off, upset, disgusted with what they believed to be true. What they told was going to happen. No shame. But if you're ready to figure out how you got where you are, and figure out why other people were able to take advantage of a large segment of the population and get them to believe something that was clearly never going to happen, this channel is going to be the place. I have no fear in spitting truth. So, I have one request for any of you who have been on the side of those people who maybe were lied to over these last several months. I know many of you have been sharing videos from those who apparently now, as you found out, have been lying to you. So, what I'm asking is, let's share my videos instead. Let's share the work that Karen and I are doing together instead. Let's share truth. Over the next months, leading up to my 50th birthday in August, I'm going to be putting out these videos every week, teaching you a different skill and how to get to the point where you are completely unafraid of speaking your own truth, knowing your truth, and saying it to somebody else. And that's going to culminate with the 2-book set that Karen and I are currently writing. My end of it is based on self. Hers is somewhat related, but I don't want to speak for her because as writers, we have the right to change our minds about 1,000 times as we go along. I'm asking and hoping that you'll come on this journey with us. I promise you at the end of this, you will be changed. If you are wondering how you got to the point where you believe things, and maybe there's people right now saying things about you that you're not exactly pleased with, and you're not really sure, you can blame them either. There's no shame. There's no judgment here. I will give you the tools to figure out how this happened to you, how to stop it from happening again, and how to recognize when you're being misled, how to recognize what your gut is telling you past what you want to hear. Apparently, the chair fell down at the same time and they agreed. I will teach you these skills because that's the gift they gave me. My entire life I've been unable to spit anything out other than the truth. Damn the consequences. So, I promise you the information is going to be pertinent, and I promise you it'll be worth the $3 a month. What I'm urging everybody to do now is, it would be easy for me to sit here and say, take a device break. I see people that are still online claiming things are still going to last until March and April, until we really know what's going on. Now, I said in my January reading, I didn't feel like things would be completely settled until the end of January. And I still said I felt like things would burn. Maybe I was wrong, maybe I was right, I don't know. That part doesn't bother me yet. Where my concern is now is on the individual basis, on the individual level. I personally know a couple people right now who are just seriously hurting. And I'm sure that some of us know somebody. I've been saying since summer, there's going to be a huge number of people who are going to be completely disillusioned and have a huge crisis of faith. Institutions that people believed had their best interests at heart apparently don't. Some people might be perfectly fine with what's going on, and they have the right to believe that. If they're fine, they're fine. My interest is in the people that are hurting right now, how we can get them help. And the first step to that is to stop spreading lies. Spend your time focusing on truth, what you know to be true, and ways to help you decide what is true for you and what is not true. Anybody trying to tell you that they know what the truth is, and it kind of cuts against your grain a little bit, stop watching. Stop sharing the videos. Focus elsewhere. Extraordinarily frustrating. Knowing all the months of trying to get people to see certain things, and watching people who are clearly lying and making things up just have their videos shared, sent to me. I don't know if my channel reading is going to come out completely perfectly accurate. They never do. Anything could be spun to look one way, really. Truth is in the eye of the beholder, right? But what I know is, I've known since day one, there'd be shock. And and right now, there's some people pretty shocked. But my electricity is still on, my internet is still on, the food is still in the fridge, I'm still having burgers tonight. Couple months, the fishing will be heating up. I still go fishing as far as I know, and life goes on. Now, if you are hardcore, more power to you. If you want to engage in what people will consider to be the fight, I will support you in that. My fight is within the individual. Because in case you guys haven't noticed, the collective, we're not quite getting it done. It's not happening. And that is because that's not why we're here. We're here on an individual basis to do right by ourselves, to figure out our own truths. And it's time we start to realize that and not be ashamed of it. And that's what the books are about. At least my end of it is. We've been taught that being selfish is wrong. To me, being selfish is making sure you're taking care of yourself so that you can take care of others. And right now there's a lot of others that need taken care of. So I'm going to close this up for now. I greatly appreciate those of you who have joined up on Patreon. I hope there'll be more of you. But that's where I'm putting the great details. You know, I'll put the basics out on YouTube. But to be honest, I feel as though the information and the time that I spent is worth the $3 a month. I understand if somebody doesn't or can't, I get that, but I'm going to be true to myself. And so I hope you come along. Those videos are going to start on Monday. Today is Wednesday. I'm sure I'll be back over the course of the weekend. Still putting the dailies out on Patreon. And I'll probably have another one out, another Patreon video out tomorrow. It's really, really windy outside right now, so my normal routine of filming outside at night when I'm outside with the dogs, it's not working out great. I did one last night. It didn't. The sound is no good. I couldn't put it out, so I kind of had to straighten up this room again and get things moving that way. So if you see me inside, it's because it's too damn windy outside. Not cold. I can handle cold. 25, that's fine, but it's that 25-mile-an-hour wind. I can't stop that. I'm not that gifted. All right. Thank you all for watching. Everybody, please, just whatever you do, have a joint, have a beer, whatever you do. We're gonna have extra kratom tonight. Make some freaking cookies, bake some brownies, order pizza, watch Jaws, watch freaking just watch something that makes you happy. Do something that makes you happy. Okay? All right? Chill. Monday, we will be back here. School is in session. I hope you're around. Thanks for watching.